rock packing, lots of water, epic views, and getting stuck is the name of the game.
Hi guys, we're at Grabouw 4x4 and we're in a situation where everything's turned on even before we start. As you look ahead, we have Wesley and the Monster Bishi in a precarious situation.
After a week of rain, we attempted the Grabouw 4x4 trail. There was a lot of water on the trail, and it was a lot more challenging than when we did it last December. But before we go into this action, let's introduce you to the convoy. If you have been following us, you know that the Ranger has a small lift, a bigger set of tires, and we are testing the vehicle to see what we will upgrade next. Next up, we have the Monster Bishi. This is Wesley's Pajero, his pride and joy. It's got a suspension lift, 31 BF Goodrich KO2s, mapped ECU with all the power on tap. It is quite a weapon. He just needs to watch the spotter for that perfect line. The route was eroded and wet, and it was not long before we found the clearance limit on the Ranger. In this one, you can see what testing does is we found the limit of the car, and we will definitely make an upgrade further along. But right in this image, I got hung up on the diff. I backed out, tried a different line, and made it look easy. But it shows you what a good spotter can do. This route offered challenge after challenge, and I wasn't always sure if the Ranger would make it, but it definitely surprised the socks off of me. Wet, loose, sand and rock steps, it was not long before Wesley needed to take a second go, and shows you what a lift, tires and some power can do. In the Ranger, I had to take a little bit of a more calculated, different approach as I didn't have the clearance. But I took a different line with less clearance, and the Ranger just ate it up. It made it look easy. And this is why we go to these epic locations that the average person cannot get to. Epic views, epic locations. Axle twisters and muddy holes tested the diff locks and our skill at choosing the right line. This was really a truly awesome experience. If you know Grabouw, you know there's a steep off-camber descent where you must have excellent wheel placement, lots of control. Slow and steady will win the race. Listening to your spotter each and every step of the way. And then make it look like a piece of cake. A lot easier said than done. What you can't see around the corner is there's a steep descent to the left with a rock ledge on the right, which gives us some very uncomfortable feelings in the car. Just look at that wheel lift. With the Ranger, with all the mud, we got a pebble stuck in the brakes against the rotor, and it made an ear-piercing squeak for most of the trip. We tried everything to dislodge it, but just listen to that squeak. And it wasn't long till we find some trouble. Like I said, this route gave challenge after challenge. Wesley gave it a good go trying to get through that eroded section in the road. Remember, it is really muddy and slippery. We decided it would be best to put the wheel inside of the rut to make it go smoothly. With some right boot, Just listen to that noise. With smaller tires on the Ranger, I really tried my best to stay out of the ruts, hoping that I would not get stuck, but as I went in, just got dragged into it, and I just had to carry on. Remember, the Ranger just has all-terrain tires, but these Wrangler Kevlars really surprised me. They did really well. I could see that I was at a slight disadvantage to those KO2s, but they really performed. I had to show a little bit more skill. As you can see, I was trying to climb 2 ledges at the same time with both tires, a little bit of an axle twister. And we had a little bit of a struggle. I had to get the wheel placement just right. But let's see if I can get out of this predicament. Bit of direction and a keen-eyed spotting and some right boot, and definitely she will come out. Just watch this action. Just listen to that noise. It's just amazing to see how the road can turn into a river. It really added another element, and a fairly simple and straightforward, almost easy route can be a lot more challenging.
Gaan met jou regterwiel op na die bank, maar moenie te ver gaan nie. Want anders stop jy jou momentum, dis baie ons speel jy agter. So gaan nou so naby as wat jy kan na die bal toe. En dan jy moet maar net commit, dis baie los. Ek het in eerste digvlak alles.
Ja, ek het ook my eerste digvlak alles.
I have to commend Wesley. He is an excellent spotter that knows his car. Me getting to know what the Ranger can do with not that much experience, Wesley gave me a lot of confidence and helped me get the right line. Good set of communications with some UHF radios definitely made the job a lot easier. Of course, you have to have some fun. On this route, I decided to do a bumper upgrade, and you might have seen it on our social media. The new bumper is on, but I'll definitely need to have a set of 31s to up the wheel lift, maybe get that 1 inch more, because we have 30s on now. Epic views, and also using the river crossing to see if I can clear the pebble from those brakes. That was really frustrating. These epic views are closer than what you may think. Just take the time and go on your adventure. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Share it with your friends so that we can produce more epic content like this. See you on the next one. Remember, your adventure is ready and waiting.